Good morning, adventurers. It's 11:30 a.m. on the 2nd of September 2025. I've come back to Silksworth Lake again, and I'm trying a little different tactic. I've noticed that Mark that I've been fishing with has been catching more fish than me for three reasons. One is using a very small method feeder. He absolutely packs it rock hard so the little fish can get the loose stuff out, but there's always some left in the bottom, like a plate of food for them. So I'm going to do that. He's also been fishing with fluoro wafters instead of just plain brown ones, and he's been fishing with a quiver tip rod and I've been fishing with a waggler rod. So I've purchased myself a quiver tip rod because I've noticed the bites he gets don't bend the rod, all they do is register on the quiver tip, and I think that's possibly why I'm missing bites. So I'm going to be casting down into the middle over to the right hand side there and see if the new tactic works. Wish me luck. Well, interesting, in 4 hours I had one bite and a couple of tiny little knocks on pellet. I've just started fishing out there with worm and I've had 3 good bites in 3 casts and missed them all, but it goes to show there are fish there, but they're after the worm. What they are I don't know. Been good bites though, just got to keep trying. It's been very frustrating today. Well, change of weather, change of swim. I've moved up to where the tree is and I'm going to fish to the left hand side of that island there and see if maybe a bit of rain has inspired the fish to move. Keep you posted. Well, 6 hours later I've got a good fish on. Certainly feels like a good fish anyway, the way it's going. Pulled the rod right off its rest. Am I going to christen my new rod on something decent? Staying deep, whatever it is. I'm going under the tree, which I knew it would. Away, son. Oh, there it is. What are you? Nice wee carp. And the rod is christened on the last cast of the day. That's it. Just laying on the grass there. It's a fat one, isn't it? 2.5 pound, 3 pound maybe. That's good. My new rod is christened, and about time too. It took a long time. You ready? There you go, son. Get your head out. Go on, there you go. Go. That's it. Gone. Well guys, that's taken me 7 hours, nearly 8 hours to christen me rod on a half decent fish. I did christen it early on, a little roach, but I'm not counting that because it was just a little roach. But that carp made up for it. So, having a day off tomorrow, and on Friday Mark and I are going to go to Strawberry Fields and have a carp-tastic time up there. So for now I shall say goodbye and see you on Friday. Bye for now. Good morning, adventurers. It's 9:45 a.m. on the 4th of September 2025 I'm back at Silksworth. This lake will not beat me. I've come to the bottom end of the lake where the weed seems to have dropped down a lot. I'm going to fish the margins along here because a colleague of mine was here yesterday and had 11 out in the margin. So I don't know whether he's fishing the left margin or the right margin. But I'm going to put a bit of ground bait in up that margin there and see if I can attract a few fish in and hopefully get a few more bites than I have the last couple of days, because it seems it's a little bit deeper here and I think the fish have moved into the deeper water with a little bit cooler as it is now. So we'll see, yeah? Keep you posted. Well, it's a good sign. First casting I'm into a fish and he's took us into weed. Oh, good fish as well, by the feel of it. Bloody hell. There's obviously a weed bed out there, which I don't like. Without the weed, is the fish on or not? Yes, the fish is still on. Whoa. It's a good sign, isn't it? That's on a... I put some corn in as bait and a yellow wafter, because I thought if they eat the corn, they'll eat the yellow wafters. Certainly fighting well. Got a lot of weed on them. Come on, son. Yes. Well, that's a decent start, isn't it? Well, no river monster, but a good start when it's first cast. That gives me a lot of confidence. And it's a little bit deeper here as well for letting them go. That's good. Away he goes. And away. Splendid. Oh, video camera didn't come on. That's typical, isn't it? Never mind. That's first cast on robin red pellets. Good. Good sign.
Was that your first cast as well, was it?
No, I had a one first cast. That's about fourth cast. Just changed baits and tried
the first one with that bait, was it?
Aye, yeah. Good. Well, that was rather annoying. I just decided I would change and put some robin red durable hookers on as hook bait, and straight away I got that mirror carp and me bloody camera didn't come on. Isn't it just typical? Got a good scrap as well. But that's a good sign. That's one on a yellow wafter and one on a robin red. So they obviously do like them here. That's a big magpie. Giving him a little bit of corn for his breakfast. Lovely bird. Load of weed though. Now when this fish took, it really took, but I'm through some weed. Got his knacker in the weed. Fish is still on it. But it's got us through a load of weed. At least I'm getting rid of this weed. Keeping a tight line on its hard though with all that weed on the line. Suppose when the fish gets up to the weed, you'll not be able to see where he's going. I've got a whole weed bed on here. Oh, he's a nice fish. Aye. Aye. I've got a whole weed bed on though. I've got a whole weed bed on. Aye. Oh weed. Can't even see the fish. Got him. I can't even see the fish. Crikey me. Aye. Dear, dear. At least I've got rid of that weed bed that was in me way. Right, young fella. Have a look at you. I'm going to weigh you just out of interest. Well, that's a beautiful fish. 3.7 pounds. And he's a proper carp, not an F1, because he's got barbules. Right, sir. And I shifted the weed bed that was in me way. Ready to go? There he goes. And away. Splendid. Well, I've just lost a nice fish, but I've decided I think it was probably foul hooked. Going by that. Decent sized scale, but it took us straight in the weed and came off. Never mind, you can't catch them all.
What time are you going to? Right, I can ask what time Jason said going to. I've got to give you a list before
Bit sweet corn there for you boys. They're not scared, are they? Ooh. Well, I've been watching the water intently, and over there, in front of that tree, there's loads of bubbles coming up. Loads of bubbles. So there's fish feeding on the bottom out there, unless it's just gas escaping. So I think I'll have a chuck over there and see if I can get any bites. It's gone a little bit quiet in this margin here. I'm still getting bites, but very, very tentative ones. Plenty wildlife round here. Look at that rat. He must have known that I've thrown some floating pellets out, and he's way out there trying to get them. You cannot believe it, can you? He's just picked a boilie up, a floating boilie off the surface. Unbelievable. They must have one hell of a nose. Well, the fish seem to have gone off the robin red pellets in the corn at the minute. So I've just put a nice brandling worm on to see if I can attract a tench, maybe. Or a carp, or anything really. Worms generally get bites wherever they are. Been some big fish moving about all the same. Strange lake this. You can almost set your watch when the fish are going to come on the feed and off the feed. When I first got here, about 10 o'clock this morning, there was bites every cast. Good bites, missed some, hit some, lost some. And then about 12 o'clock they tend to go off the feed. It's 3 o'clock now. I would expect another hour or so they'll probably come back on. I've got the rat family here. Having a few bits of sweet corn that I've thrown them, just to keep us entertained. The wind was from the south, then it changed to the east and it rained. There's some big fish on the top in odd places. I wish I'd brought me some bread and my other carp rod. I think next time I come down I will bring some bread, because I think I could possibly get some on that. Oh, there's a good bite there now. There's a huge carp just jumped 4 times out there. I'd like to think he'd jump again so I can catch him on camera. Obviously trying to shake lice off or something. Big fish though. Look, 15 pound or more. No, he's not going to jump again unfortunately. Probably will as soon as I put the camera off. Typical, isn't it? Well, it's 5 PM. Time to go home. I think this is the calm before the storm. It's looking very grey over there by the flats. So I'm going to pack up. Been a strange day. Three fish straight off. Missed 3. Sorry, lost 3. Missed a few. Been some big fish jumping. Definitely bringing the bread down next time. But going to call it a day for now. Going to strawberry fields tomorrow with Mark and see what we can catch there. See you there. Bye for now. Good morning again, adventurers. As promised, 5th of September 2025, 9:50 AM. I'm at an empty strawberry fields. I think Mark's coming down later and young Elliot. Elliot had 5 nice fish yesterday. I'll post a picture of those now so you can have a look. Just for a change from Silksworth, I've come to strawberry fields for the carp or whatever else is biting. I'm going to fish dead simple today. I'm just going to fish a running ledger with brandling worm for whatever comes along, and I've got dog biscuits, frankfurter and warburtons for the carp. So there's nothing on the surface at the minute apart from the odd little one. Oh, there's a bloody moorhen eating the bread that I've put in, typical. But we'll just wait for it to warm up a bit, see if anything starts to slurp, and away we go. Catch you later. Well, before I do anything else, I'm going to have a bit stalking while nobody's here. I've thrown a bit of bread in there, and there's been 1 or 2 slurps after it. I've got a bit of crust right by the edge of the rhododendron bush there. See if there's anything there. If not, I'll move around peg by peg up to the lilies, see if anything's slurping around there as well. Wish me luck. Well, after a long arduous day, Elliot's got one on.
Good job I'm on blade.
It is, but is he coming?
Nice one.
Maybe give him some slack.
You think?
Yeah, he's stuck on something, isn't he? Well, after 5 hours of nothing, Elliot's at last managed to get a fish and land it. It's tangled up in the reeds. I've just missed the one by the rushes here, but I've never known a day so dead. Even on the light rod, nothing. Not a sign of a fish anywhere. Elliot hooked one earlier and it took him into the bushes. My battery went flat as I was filming. If you wonder why it was cut off so quick. Took him in the bushes, dropped the hook and snagged him up. But at least now he's got one. So that's good. The blank's off for him. I just need the blank to be off for me now. Never had such a bad day here. Well, it's time to go home. I've fished this lake for 3 years, 4 years, 3 years now, and this is the worst day I've ever fished here. Absolutely nothing. I know Elliot's had a one about £2 and he's been here all day, same as me. I've missed 3 under that rhododendron bush over there, but there's a moorhen keeps coming out and nicking the bread. I've fished on the bottom with bread, frankfurter, dog biscuit, worm, few bites, never hooked anything. Weird. And yet yesterday he had 5 nice fish. It's very strange. I mean, you chuck a bit of bread in, you can see there's loads and loads of fish coming up for the bread, but nothing decent, just little stuff splashing about everywhere. So today was a blank, which I'm not happy with. What's even more annoying is Mark's been to Silksworth today and had 9 in 3 hours where we were yesterday. So I went to the wrong lake, it seems. But thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and see you next time. Probably at Silksworth. So I'll not be back here for a little while if it's going to be fishing like this. Needs a lot of water in. Bye for now.